Hello everyone. I'm just gonna share to my pages. Today I thought I'd do some inking on some cups today. I got a couple of new transfers that I wanted to try out. So just give me a second here to set up and share to my pages. And we'll get started here shortly. So the two transfers I'm going to be working with is one that's Be Humble and Kind, and the other one is I Don't Do Mornings. So we're going to put them on some coffee cups and bake them in the oven later on, and then I'll take some pictures of them and post them later. But in the meantime, just give me a second here to share to a couple of pages. So how's everyone doing tonight? I hope well. We got a little bit of spring weather today, much better weather. And I hope everybody else's weather is getting coming up. Hi, Susan. Hi, Patricia. So I have 3 different kinds of mugs here. One of them is my mom's coffee mug. So I'm going to put Queen Bee on hers with a little crown in gold ink. And then this is kind of like an oatmeal mug that I use for my breakfasts. So I'm going to put I Don't Do Mornings on that, and I'm going to use red ink for that. And then just a coffee cup, and then I'm going to put Rise and Shine with the rooster in black ink. And then I'm going to bake them in the oven tonight after they're dry. So I'm going to start with the black ink because it tends to be the one that takes the longest to dry, I have found. So our inks are permanent when you put them on glass, fabric, anything that can be heat set. So I'm going to heat set these in the oven at 350. And I'm just going to fuzz these on my pants here just so that they don't stick to the glass too hard. And I'm going to put this right on the very front of the cup. So I'm going to kind of center it. Make sure that there's no air bubbles in the transfer. Hi, Don. And since these are new transfers, we want to make sure we fuzz them for sure, because when you pull them off of glass and ceramic, you can cause them to roll, and we don't want that to happen. So we're going to put the register. Hi, Sheila. How are you? So we're just going to make sure I have no bubbles in the silk screen. Yeah, most of the mugs I've gotten are from the dollar store. They've worked pretty good. This one's got a bubble in it, so we're going to lift it up and put it back down again a little bit. I haven't had any issues with any of the mugs that I've gotten from the dollar store. So we're going to start with that. So I got the chicken, or should I say rooster. Hi, Lori. And I'm just going to go over the transfers real lightly because the ink goes a long way, so you don't need a whole lot. And black will stain the transfer. No big deal about that, because it's just saying that your transfers are well loved. But they will rinse off with a little bit of water. And then I take a Clorox wipe and clean them up the rest of the way. So we're going to just go that way. And then go this way. Make sure I get all the excess off. Put it right back into the jar. No big deal with that. So we're going to pull off the rooster first, since I laid him on top of the other transfer. Just trying to get a corner. And you want to pull them up evenly. So there's the rooster. I'm going to lay that down in my water so that it doesn't clog up the transfers. It'll rinse off quicker and easier. And then I'm going to pull off this corner. Oop, and I missed this one little corner right here. Okay. And I just smudged the chicken's foot. Rise and shine. So I can wipe him off and redo him. I'm going to rinse the transfer off real quick and we can do that. So he's easy. Hi Ray, how are you tonight? Hi Judy. So I'm just going to wipe the rooster off and redo him since I smudged his foot. So the ink will wipe off while it's still wet. And then I'm going to dry it off a little bit. I'm trying not to smudge the other part. And I'll clean the rooster off here. Give him a chance to dry off a little bit. So that I'll work on the other ones and we'll go back to him. So, pat him dry a little. Larry, are you getting ready to go to New York next week, I think it is? Or is it this weekend? It's getting close, I know that. So we'll go on to the next one while I let the rooster dry a little bit. So I'm going to do, I don't do mornings on this mug. I'm going to make sure the surface is nice and dry. So how's everybody's Friday the 13th been going? I had some crazy people at my job today. For those of you that don't know, I work at a gas station for one of our local grocery chains called Kroger. And I had a lot of people today who just seemed to not know how to pump gas today. It's like they forgot overnight or something. Kind of crazy day. So I'm just going to smooth this one down. Make sure I got no air bubbles. Every time there's a full moon or a Friday the 13th, it's kind of crazy at my job. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that your day went better than your week, Patricia. I've kind of had some kind of craziness this week myself. So we're going to work with the red, and we're going to do the same thing, just go across. Oop, and I smeared it up there, which is wipes it off. No big deal. It's one thing, the ink is really forgiving, and it will wipe off while it's still wet. Actually, I had it rub off when it was a little bit dry, too, when I was working with the tiles that I made earlier last month, but they turned out really good, the ones that I did. So I'm just going to double check this, make sure I got everything. And take off the excess. And I'm going to make sure I got nothing on my fingers, because this red tends to go everywhere sometimes, and I got some on my hands, so I'm going to wipe my hands off. And we're going to peel this up. I just wanted to do a couple of quick projects tonight because it's been a long day today and I got to get up early tomorrow and go back to my job. So I'm going to just lay this down in the water so it can get rinsed off. And I just got a little smudge up here, so I'm just going to wipe it off really quick. So it says, I don't do mornings. This is my oatmeal bowl that I use. And I'm going to close up my red ink. Let me set that off to the side. And then this is my mom's coffee mug, so I thought I'd put Queen Bee on it with the little gold crown, and we're going to do it in the gold. So I just got the gold in because when I went to order my inks the first time, they didn't have them. They were sold out. So I just got this one in last week. And so I'm going to scrape everything out of the lid and put it right back into the jar. And these metallics are just beautiful. Hi, Cameron. How are you doing today? So I'm just going to scrape that all back down inside the jar. Okay. And then we're going to put this transfer. I'm going to fuzz it a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to kind of center this on my mom's cup. So make sure it's all nice and smooth, no lumps or bumps in the transfer. And that doesn't look even, so we're gonna take it off and put it back on because it looks crooked to me. Let me go this way, that way I can see it better. Okay. And you don't want to pull the transfer because then you'll stretch it. You just want to make sure it's laying down nice and flat. So I got that one on there. Hi, Virginia. How you guys doing tonight? And then we're going to put the little gold crown on here. And this crown is distressed looking, so when I go to lift it off, you won't... Oop, I forgot to fuzz it. It's not a solid... It's not a solid piece, so it kind of looks weird when you go to lift it off, but it's actually quite pretty. I wanted to put the bee on there, but the bee is a little bit big. It wouldn't fit. So we're going to do the crown in gold and the lettering in gold. I've been wanting to play with this gold because I got it and haven't had a chance to play with it. So we're just going to keep going across the cup. Just like that. Make sure we get all the pieces on the transfer. And scrape off the excess. So I have up in the description my link to go to my store if you're interested in purchasing product. And I also have a link to my YouTube channel. And if you would like to click on that and subscribe to my channel, I'd be greatly appreciated. And I do upload all my videos so that you can go back and rewatch them. Ooh, I like that. That turned out really pretty. Oh, my screen's frozen. Not seeing any more comments. Oh, let me see what I'm missing here. Okay, and then we're going to peel this off. This gold is just beautiful. Hi, Chester. I love this gold. Can't wait till it's heat set so I can see how it turns out. But isn't that just beautiful? So I'm going to lay this transfer in the water, and we're going to go back and we'll redo the chicken again. Hi, Tamitha. How are you today? You notice I got some red ink on the inside. I don't want to do that. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my chicken and redo my chicken. But I'm going to be careful not to smudge that. Hi, Rosemary. You want to make sure that there's no bubbles in the transfer. Okay. Open up my black ink again. So anybody have any plans for the weekend? I'm just working all weekend, but I will still be doing my lives. Hi, Shalonda. Did you make it over to work? Making videos for crafting. I know I want to start doing some crafting videos too. And I want to do some of my cake decorating videos and add them to my YouTube channel. So that's my goal, to start doing that. Probably, hopefully this summer sometime. A little crazy right now. I got a lot of cakes coming up, so that's why I want to add them to my, start doing videos on my cakes. So there's the rooster. And so we're going to let them dry so that I can put them in the oven and bake them at 350 to heat set them. And they'll be permanent on the glasses, and they will be dishwasher safe. Hi, George. Once you heat set them. So we do have I do have a create and take for the people who are local coming up at Hobby Lobby on May 16th. I'll be hosting a create and take, and you'll be making a chalkboard with our established wreath, and I'll show you that. I made that video yesterday. So I created a sample piece for people so they kind of get an idea. So this is what I created yesterday that is going to be for my create and take. So if you're interested in your local, you can go on my in my VIP group and in just my regular Chalk Couture group, and you can get the info in there. I created an event and stuff, and you can sign up there. So once again, I'll show you the mugs. So this one's I Don't Do Mornings. And then I did this one for my mom, Queen Bee. That gold is just beautiful. And then this one I just redid the chickens, Rise and Shine. So if you want to be a part of my VIP group, you can, it's for customers only. And if you click on the link in there, it'll take you right to the group. And you can answer a couple of questions, and I will add you to the group. I also just have my regular Chalk Couture group that I post all my videos in, and my product that I make, you know, for ideas and inspiration for you. If you wanted to go in there and check on there, and also my YouTube channel if you want to subscribe to it. Hope everybody has a great night and a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all later.